Yeah, as I was saying, when you understand that the basic function of the brain actually, also the primary function of the brain is to produce changes in the body. When you understand this, you get to realize what Paul actually meant by you as an individual should not conform. Don't fit in the form. Don't follow the way, the basic, don't follow the classic model of change, which is cause and effect. The environment determines the way things go. No, don't. He was categorical in that. Don't follow the basic pattern of change. He says you should become an initiator of your change, implying he says, don't be thou transformed, be you transformed by the renewing of your mind. He says, if you want that change to take place, the change in state for you needs to come through you mentally renewing. In fact, as you constantly mentally renew, you need constant mental renewal. You need to spend time in receiving more information. Then, not only receiving, you create the kind of future, you make the kind of design that you want. And as a result of that, the brain, once that information reaches the brain produces the blueprints of action for you to get into execution. And it tells the body, do this, and the body goes into function. That is how the body becomes subject and under control. It is not the body that is supposed to be doing everything for you. You see, when I say people are living in a default or in a matrix, how do they live in this matrix? You live in a matrix. A matrix is a program that has been initiated. And how do you get to find yourself in this matrix? The various, as long as the body works with the brain, the body cells have gotten to a point where they already understand the brain so much, and they work with it using what we call pre-connective, the pre-connectivity. That's it gets to know, it knows the brain before it makes a command. It already knows what the brain wants that should be done. And so the moment information comes, the body wants to start doing what it thinks that the brain is going to say, because your body cells are already too accustomed from the age of 0. During that period, you are born with all your brain neurons intact, 100 billion of them intact as a baby, but they don't have pathways. Rootways have not yet been created. Networks of communication have not yet been created. And so the network of communication with the body are created based on the child actually learning through what we call hypnosis. They learn through what they see, the mimic. They are mimicking from the environment. They are mimicking from the parents. They are mimicking from those that are elderly around them. So information is actually being enshrined in the body from the age of 0 to the age of 7. After the age of 7, the child now begins another process of learning where he starts learning through repetition. Information gets to be built in. And the child's brain is getting mature till the age of 20 when the brain is fully mature. Then, at that moment, it takes control. It is the body works with it. And between that period to the age of 35, your body has been already masters your brain to a state where your body initiates its own operations. And at that moment, what happens? You live a life of default. The body does the things that it thinks that you want and you think that should be done. It already masters how you get up from bed, what you do immediately you get up from bed. Your body knows the temperature in which you need to live in. Your body knows where you need to go. So it already programs you for that. And you just find yourself. This body is your mind. That's what we call the subconscious. You are now living in that. So this subconscious situation in which you live in, or you call it unconscious life that you start living. It's a life that you live by default. And as I said, it is a matrix. This programming has been made and you're just functioning, but you can change it. You can change it by getting inside to choose to change it. And most of the times that is done through meditation. And I want to tell you, there are two periods in your life as an individual where this change can be done possibly. And that is in the morning, early in the morning, when you are about to wake from sleep, you are in between wake and sleep. At that moment, there's easy access into your brain. Then there's also the other aspect, which is in the night, where you're about to go to sleep. That moment, you can also access your subconscious and change it.